All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I got a little something different today. We have a, well, actually, I'm not sure what you call it. It is a line of transformable robots that I found on online from some Chinese company. I believe it is, at least if Google Lens is correct, it's from a company called Shantu Hike Intelligent Technology Corporation Limited. Could be wrong, but I actually first saw them in a Machine Robo GoBots group on Facebook, and went and found them, and I grabbed a couple. I actually got two of this one. I believe the seller made an error, but good luck getting that corrected. So I'll probably end up using this as trade bait or whatnot. But I don't know the name. Each time I scanned the package with Google Lens, it gave me different names. One time it said Black Kong. One time it said King Kong. So I don't know what this guy's name is. I don't know what the BKK up here in the corner stands for, but and it did not translate the front here. But it's a pretty cool looking bullet train, white, black with a little bit of red highlight. It does have some kind of logo on the nose of the train. I don't know if that's like a faction logo. Don't know if there's a story behind this. There are, at the time of this release, there were just two. There was this bullet train or Shinkansen train, and then there is a an older locomotive up there, and it looked like they were teasing a third one coming. A lot of this did translate when I did the Google Lens translate, but it was just a bunch of boring information. Nothing too critical. The first blister that I've already opened came in better shape than this one did. This one's already been beat up a little bit, but not too bad looking artwork, if I say so myself. But enough of the package. Let's get to the figure itself. All right, so out of the package, we've got a nice little train bot. I was pleasantly surprised. It says that it's made of zinc alloy and plastic. Yeah, it's not superposable. It is very reminiscent of GoBots. It's a very simple transformation, very simple build, but with a little bit of modern flair. The wheels on it are plastic, but they roll really well. You've got ball joints up here that the arms are on, so it does give you some good range of motion. You've got that full 360-degree turn. The arms on the inside of the or the forearms on the inside of the arms are just on a just are screwed in, so it does allow you to move them, but not as much as the arms themselves. The head is not articulated. It just goes back and forward for the transformation. The head sculpt is not the greatest, and it is a hollow head, so I feel like they missed an opportunity for some light piping for the eyes. They're currently just painted a dark red. The legs, these are on ball joints as well, so you do get a really good range of motion. However, this piece on the back of the train, which I believe is supposed to be positioned upwards like this, I don't like that look, so I leave it down. But if you leave it down, it does hinder the movement of the leg if you keep it down like that. So I guess you can display it however you'd like. The body, the shell of the train, is that zinc alloy. I just can call it die cast if you want. just for sake of terminology there. Everything else is plastic, like I said, including the wheels, but not a bad figure. These retail for about $6, and shipping was only like $1 or $2, so not too bad. Not too bad. I'm impressed. So comparison, here he is alongside Spoiler. I believe that's his name from the GoBots. A little bit bigger, beefier, a little bit taller. And for a more modern comparison, there is a core class transformer. There's Ironhide, and still you can see the difference in size. So it's kind of an odd size. I don't have a deluxe transformer, but again, keeping it in comparison to trains, it actually scales really well with the Change and Glow Robo from Japan. This is the bullet train from that line. I don't remember his actual name. It's CG08, but it actually scales really well with these. So if you're familiar with the Change and Glow Robo line, that probably is the best comparison that I found thus far. Transformation is very simple and straightforward. Speaking of that though, the instructions that it came with aren't even the instructions for this one. It gave you the instructions for a car, which there are several different things, the vehicles in this series. I have a double-decker bus, I have a tank, I have a fighter jet, and then I have the other train, which I have not opened yet. But I plan on doing individual reviews for those, but those will probably just be on my toy blog and not a YouTube video, because this is not something that I normally do, but I wanted to do at least one of these on video. So best way for transformation that I have found is if you have folded out the arms, you just want to bend them straight back down, because there is a peg here, a little black peg that we are going to use as part of the transformation to tab things in. So you do have to get the arm out of the way, or the forearm, and fold that down. Once you do that, you want to get this back piece and just move it out of the way, because you need to fold the head all the way back, and then you can untab the top half from the waist, and then you just fold that out to where it is, this whole centerpiece is flat. Go ahead and swing your arms down, and then again, they're on ball joints, so you just pull those straight down. This is where you can see here, let me move that out of the way, you can see there is a little piece with a hole in it. That is for that tab that we just looked at on the inside. The legs just tab right together because they're not articulated, they don't fold. And then you take this top piece, fold it back, and pop it in. And there you go. That is transformation, and that is your bullet train. It does have the G7878 on the side. Again, I don't know what the significance of that is. You do have some kind of symbol here on the nose of the train. Again, not sure. But you just have a little bit of red highlight. Windows are black. The bottom part of the train wheels, that mechanism is black, and then you've got the silver plastic wheels. But as you can see, it rolls decent. It's not a Hot Wheel or anything like that, but it rolls decent. No detail on the back. But again, all of this white is the metal. Got a little bit of black paint here on the cockpit, and then that black piece there was plastic. Very clean underside. You cannot see any of the robot bits, so if that is important to you, then I think you will be happy with that. But it's got some heft to it. It's nice. I'm impressed. If the rest of these are as nice as this one, then I will be very happy. And may even look at bringing in a few of the others. Most of the ones that I've seen, they have been repainted at least once, if not twice. So if there's one that I find that I really enjoy, then yeah, maybe I'll look at getting some of the others. But real quick, let's bring in the Change and Glow Robo, and let's put him in train mode real quick. Super easy transformation. But I found these actually look, actually put him in the front. These actually look pretty nice beside each other. This is all plastic. There's no die cast, and it's got the electronic gimmick, which my battery is dead, so it doesn't work. Normally you push the button on the nose and those lights light up. But anyhow, it scales really well with these, better than anything else that I found. So let's pull out spoiler again. Now from a train to a Lamborghini, that's a little bit better scale. Obviously it's not 1-to-1, but a train should be bigger than a car. But I think overall, I think it scales better with the Change and Glow Robo. So there you go, a quick look at this BKK Deformation Toys line of transforming robot vehicles. Again, I don't know much more about it. Someone else found it, and I went and looked them up online, and thought, hey, for $5 or $6, I'll take a go at them. Yeah. Real quick, let me move the camera up a little. Here's the other train. Has that same logo, and I like the head sculpt a little bit better on this one, so I'm looking forward to that. The other one I got was this double-decker bus. Interesting that it puts the tour bus backwards, at least in the art. I don't know if it's that way on the toy, but this one is intriguing. I can't say I recall a double-decker GoBot or Machine Robo figure before. Also picked out a tank. I'm hoping these arms fold around a little bit differently to make the tank mode a little bit better. Head's folded down, so I can't get a good look at the head, but you know, we'll see. You can already tell some differences there between the gray on the artwork and then it's all green there, so that's a little bit of a bummer. Also got a fighter jet. Not sure what type of jet this is, if it's based on a real world or not. This one doesn't look quite as good. The eyes on this one are really bad in terms of the paint. It makes him look like he's looking to the right, like he's paranoid. And then the last one I got, this one was a little bit more than the other train, but it's from the same company according to Google Lens. This one on the left, it says, or on the right, it says Alloy Beast Armored. But this is a cool steam locomotive. Kind of gives me a feel of Loco from the old GoBots. And I did not realize this until I got it in hand the other day. These actually come with trading cards, which, if you know me, I love my trading cards. And another thing I did not know, it's a freaking combiner. So there is a similar bullet train to the one that we just looked at, that combines with this one. So they each transform, but a la Transformers Energon or Superlink, it is a 2-robot combiner. Same thing, there are 2 different style locomotives, not repaints, 2 different ones, but they also combine. This figure was about $9, and then a couple dollars shipping. But it's, from what I can tell, it's made by the same company. So, and you can tell in the package, it's got some heft to it. So they're not as cheap as I thought they would be, or, you know, being that it's from China, you may think it's all, this is junk. But no, these are actually quite impressive. So if you are a fan of transforming trains, you've got several options here. If you are a fan of this smaller scale transforming robot, Machine Robo, I guess to a certain degree you could say Legends class Transformers for modern stuff. But, you know, or if you're just looking for something different, something inexpensive to try out, these definitely exceeded my expectations. Granted, they were low, but yeah, you may want to check these out. AliExpress is going to be your go-to, and I think for the most part, if you just search BKK alloy, you should find the listings. There are a couple of different sellers that have them. Some sellers have more of a selection than others, so just make sure you do your due diligence and you carefully check, so you're not ordering the same thing, because if you're not familiar with the site, what is pictured on the thumbnail is not necessarily what the price matches up to. So you just got to make sure you do your homework. But I got these in about 2 weeks, and like I said, this guy back here retailed for about $9. The other ones that I showed off and the train here that we just looked at were about $5 a piece. So there you go. Quick little look at a package from China, and perhaps we'll do this again at a later date. Thanks.